Japan has crossed a line that no modern nation has ever faced. For every child born in 2024, more than 2 people died. It is the sharpest population collapse in Japan's history. And now, the government is racing against time, testing radical policies like shorter work weeks, flexible hours, and incentives for families. But the question is bigger than Japan. What happens when an entire society simply stops replacing itself? In 2024, Japan recorded just 720,000 births. That's the 9th straight year of decline, and the lowest number since records began. Deaths 1.62 million. That means for every baby born, more than 2 lives ended. Japan's population is now shrinking faster than economists predicted, and experts warn, if this continues, the country could lose half its population by the end of the century. To understand this crisis, we must go deeper. Why aren't Japanese people having children? First, economics. Raising a children in Japan is one of the most expensive in the world. Housing, education, after-school tutoring, it all piles up. Second, work culture. The infamous Japanese salaryman works long hours, often with little time for family. For women, the pressure is worse. Many must choose between a career or motherhood, but rarely both. Third, social change. Marriage rates are plunging. More people live alone. Surveys show that young Japanese increasingly value independence, hobbies, and financial freedom over starting a family. And then there is the unspoken truth: loneliness. Japan has entire terms like hikikomori for people who withdraw from society, and kurokushi, dying alone, unnoticed. The human connection that births new life is quietly fading. The Japanese government knows the clock is ticking. Prime Minister Fumio Kishida called it a national emergency. Now, Tokyo is testing bold experiments. A 4-day work week for government employees started April 2025. Flexible hours so parents could leave early to pick up their children. Financial incentives like childcare subsidies, housing support, and bonuses for families who have more kids. The goal? To make parenting not a burden, but a viable choice. But critics say these are band-aids on a deep wound, because Japan's issue isn't just policy, it's culture. Japan isn't alone. South Korea, Italy, and even China are now recording fertility rates far below replacement levels. This isn't just a Japanese crisis, it's a civilization shift. When birth rates fall below a certain threshold, societies age rapidly. There are fewer workers to support more retirees. Economy slow, innovation drops, militaries weaken. Japan is simply the first country to face the future the rest of the world may be heading toward. But beyond numbers, this is about people. Rural towns in Japan are already vanishing. Schools are closing, shops shutter, entire villages become ghost towns, and the young, they face crushing pressure to succeed, to care for aging parents, to hold up an economy that is slowly crumbling. Some philosophers call it the demographic winter, a time when societies forget how to create the future. Japan, the land of tradition and technology, now stands at the edge of that winter. So, can Japan turn the tide? Shorter work weeks, flexible hours, and government aid may help. But the deeper problem is harder to solve. The human desire to build families, to continue life itself. The world is watching Japan not just as a country, but as a mirror of our own future. If birth rates keep collapsing worldwide, what happens to humanity?